5 seconds of silence. We're about to start.
There's always one.
There's always one. That had to be you, bro. That wasn't even full 5. Oh, shit. What's good, everybody? This is the TFNMP podcast with your host, DJ Punch.
And I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet, CoolAzzCam.
And as always, this episode and all episodes are brought to you by Innovative Culture. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture on Instagram at innovative.culture. Make sure you follow the podcast as well at the TFNMP podcast. While you at it, follow your boy at I am DJ Punch. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the host Shabam Boo Baby. Where they following you at, Cam?
Y'all can follow me at CoolAzzCam. That's COOLAZZCAM.
Yes, sir. And also make sure you subscribe to the website. Get them email blasts cracking. Make sure you hop on www.theinnovativeculture.com. Subscribe. Make sure you reply. Make sure you watch the videos. Make sure you hit up the YouTube. Where they finding that at, Cam?
Innovative Culture.
There it is, man.
Everything is Innovative Culture. That's us.
I like how simple you made that shit, because a lot of people like to make shit really difficult for you. And I try to think as a consumer when I make shit. So I go like, you got to dumb shit down for a lot of dumb people, because there's a lot of dumb people in the world. And you're like, how do I make a dumb person be able to get to this? I think that's the biggest thing that I think about. No, right. Because you got to think about your weakest link, right?
How do you make it?
I still want that view. I call you dumb, but I still want that view shit.
Yeah, you want everybody to be able to comprehend the message as well, though. So I think that's what you're trying to say. How do we dumb it down to where we can actually get everybody to comprehend the message?
Okay,
you know,
because
everybody's not gonna like pick up on the same. same type of conversation, the same dialogue, you know? So we got to kind of change the dialogue up to where people can understand what we mean.
I feel it, man.
We do that a lot of times for each other, you know, during the shows and whatnot. Like, you know, you might kind of say something to where you know how I would understand it.
Oh, yeah.
Or I would say something to where
no,
I know you would understand
we were talking about dog breeding, and he had to break it down in pimping terms for me. That way I can kind of understand, because when you got a stud, like, you pimping the stud out. You know what I mean? Even with the females.
They charging like $2,000, $3,000. You know, sometimes even more than that to reproduce dogs and shit.
Real
it's
shit.
Like, what you doing?
Not women dogs.
That's more than women. That's more than these hoes on Fig getting. So it's like that's a whole business. That is a real whole business.
I'm trying to tell you.
They sound like they're in their own business. They should up their levels. At least be an escort or something.
Yep, exactly.
Sugar baby or something. You know what I'm saying?
We got sugar baby dog shit. Anyways, we got two dope ass guests in the fucking building. One of them is part of Innovative Culture. She has a show, podcast on Innovative Culture. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, as well as our guest who's visiting for the first time. Milky, go ahead.
Who am I? I am she, Milky Media, and the place to be. You can catch me on Speak on a Chop It Up Barbershop Talk every Monday. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow us, especially on Instagram. Again, that's Chop It Up Barbershop Talk, and we release shows every Monday. You can follow me on Instagram at milkit_media, or subscribe to my website, which I highly encourage, which is milkitmediamarketing.com. Currently, I'm doing sales for the BUB free intimate shoots, and also the 360 booth all through Los Angeles County. So get with me or get lost.
Yeah.
Come on. Like
a true professional. Choc, where you at with it?
Well, you already know. It's your girl Choc Babe, 215 Real Exposure. I'm Philly's #1 internet radio show. Yeah. I'm here in Cali now, branding my name. You can follow me, 215 Real Exposure, or you can look at the the website, therealexposureshow.com.
Yes, that's tight. I like when people know how to properly introduce themselves on shows, because it makes my job easier as an editor. Because sometimes I'll be editing and then like they'll say it real quick, and then the camera will be switched, and it's like, you didn't even leave me enough time to put your lower third right there, all your information. Can't nobody read your shit.
It took some time. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I appreciate you guys for
the experience.
We need to start
niggas be like, my name is Rick, and that's it.
Hey,
right? I hate it.
Hey, that's real shit. That's real shit that happened though. Or you get a dead ass guest. If you ever got like a dead ass guest where you sitting there trying to like,
it's happened multiple times, and it's like you're trying to figure it out. You gotta wait until they actually start talking themselves to where you can show their name.
We probably need to start a proper etiquette class for being on podcasts and shit, because there's a lot of agents and managers that don't be helping people with that shit.
You trying to make a master class?
I might make a master class.
You want to make a master class?
You can have a whole channel just dedicated to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can teach people how to talk.
Bring back artist development.
There we go.
It's necessary. Bring it back.
I think
they cut it from the budget.
Where do you think it fell off at?
I don't know. No.
At what point, like at what generation do you see like, all right, there was artist development with these specific artists, and then it's like now.
I think like the new era, like the
2000s,
the Lil Babies and like that generation.
They
but
feel
like
like-
the
Trendy
Evie
viral.
Eves and like the DMXs
Because
and
I
Jays and
think-
Beyonce, that's artist development.
I think
era.
that started because people started doing the shit on their own.
Independently.
And when they
Yeah,
start
yeah.
doing shit on their own,
YouTube
they're
popping.
not running through like a
A
school
label.
or something, like a label that would put you through a school to teach you how to properly do things, or maybe not even properly do things the way that they want you to structure it.
Yeah.
But I mean, even with that,
Because you can't just be saying anything.
I think you still have that though to a certain extent, because now when you take these people like these artists off the street, right, and you sign them to a deal, you still gotta like stop them from saying certain things. You
Yeah.
still gotta tell them this proper.
but that's a
etiquette.
fine
You have to have a
fine
handler.
line. That's a fine
You
line.
have a
to tote,
handler,
though.
You have a
exactly.
handler.
That's a fine line to tote though, because sometimes when you paying for an artist, or you like as a consumer, right, you paying for an artist, you paying for who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
You're paying for them to be 100% genuine.
To a
so
certain
when you,
extent.
to a certain
Yeah.
extent, until you fuck up my money, I'm paying for you to fucking do what you do.
Right.
Once you start fucking up my money, then I'm gonna start getting a little upset. But
if it
until then,
benefits
whatever you
them-
do.
If it benefits them for you to be somebody else, then they're gonna push for you to be somebody else.
Yeah, they will.
They're gonna be all in your ear trying to get you to like
To be this
be
and be
this
that.
other person.
Fitting into this box. But that's
Look
why
at
you
how
gotta-
many artists that happened with. You know, it's like they was a good, in a good lane, but once they got pulled into a label, the label just
made them. Yeah, they made them a character.
I
Who'd you
say
think-
after Nicki era.
You think that after Nicki? Because she went through a development process when she went in through.
And you can see it.
I remember MySpace Nicki when you used to be able to pay her $50
Absolutely.
to get drops. I used to get DJ drops. Well, I used to request them and never get them. But like I think she was a little past. What's it called? But she used to charge $50 to do drops, and I think that shit was dope as fuck.
They have websites for that now.
I'm not. But I don't even want to do that no more because now I got to the point where
You want it to be organic.
There's a website.
Yeah, I want it to be organic.
You can pay Snoop Dogg to say happy
I
birthday
don't
to
want
somebody.
that though. I don't want to be on Cameo like, hey, Punch, happy birthday. It's like I don't want that shit. I want it to be genuine. Maybe I'm just stingy like that. I'm ungrateful.
That's cool.
Shit.
No.
I'm going to pay your ass. Hey, Snoop. I want
Snoop said my name, y'all. Snoop know me. He gave me a birthday
thing.
shout
She'll
out.
post that shit on Instagram.
That's the shit with
Okay,
technology
milk
now,
it.
though. Like you said, with Cameo, like platforms like Fiverr, things like that. It's like we can go out there.
If you were
Everybody
famous
can go
enough,
out
would
there
you
and
do
make
that?
their own money, you know?
Would you make money on Cameo if you were famous enough?
Definitely. If I felt like people wanted to get a drop from me and fucking hear my voice or have my voice say they
How can I sign up now?
Okay, let's
I
say
ain't famous enough.
Man.
Why not? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You telling me you about to pay me to do this for you? Of course.
let's
Why
say
not?
you were 100th. Let's say you were like.
You hear it?
But I don't know, man. Depending on what they want me to say.
Let's say you were. Let's say you were like 350 or like half a million followers in on Instagram, right? Like that's kind of your status of where you at, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then let's say you got a song popping on the charts or whatever. That's the type of status you are. But you don't have longevity. How much are you charging for those fucking drops? Are you trying to do a smash and grab, or are you trying to just be like? Because I'm trying to charge as much as possible to think I gotta maximize this opportunity. You know what I mean? I'm hot right now.
You gotta make it make
Yeah,
sense.
you gotta
too.
capitalize on that time. You can't let nothing slip.
How much you charging per drop?
Per drop.
Everybody can't be able to get it.
And
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I
another
mean.
thing.
Like, it
It's
can't
less
be no outrageous
exclusivity.
shit. Like you said, how Nicki was doing the $50. Like, it would probably be something like that. Because you really you want to tap into the people. It's like you really want to keep your followers.
Nah, you know
wanna
what I
build
think
up
it
your
was?
followers.
I think she had
wouldn't
left
go
on
in
her
there-
page, and I kind of missed the boat.
Nah,
and
but
she had already
regardless.
kind of popped off. So I'm over here still trying to get the $50 deal.
That's a
and
DJ
I'm late.
drop, right? That's
Yeah,
like that's a
DJ
drop.
Mhm.
Like that's not like a feature. You ain't telling me to go out here and write a verse.
Right.
You giving me something scripted that you want me to say and just put my name and my voice on it. That's you
How about
know,
they say I don't need you to say like I like it bent over.
that's some shit like them 900 numbers.
How much you charging for that?
I'm not doing it.
But that goes back to what I said. It depends on what they want me to say, right?
You rich?
Now, yeah, everything got a price, like they
That's
say.
what I'm saying. What's the fucking-
now, depending on what you want me to say.
Now, if
Based
they
off
want
of
you to
what's
say
on
Happy
that
birthday,
script.
regular happy birthday shit.
All right, I could do that for $50. I do that.
Oh, you cheap.
That's
No.
yeah, I do
What
that
about
shit.
some
I give it to 'em.
sexual explicit stuff?
All right, give me a couple hundred.
That's it.
No or female?
Are you basing this off of right now?
Because
Or
I
you
want
saying it's
everybody
like-
to ask
I'm
for one.
talking about if
I
you
want
popping.
everybody to ask for one. I don't want to just fucking have
You trying to be accessible
one
as shit.
drop. Of course, I want my shit to be like every time you hear Khaled song on the radio, nigga, you gonna hear this nigga voice talking about we the best. Nah, you gonna hear my happy birthday drop from all these different songs that
We not even talking about the happy birthday drop no more.
That's what I want.
She talking about
in the long run, I want the royalty.
Lick my hairy chest.
Nah, I ain't
You want
licking
the
nobody's hairy chest.
Are you saying it though?
I'm not saying it. I'm not taking that one.
Nobody said you gonna
That's
do
an
it.
L. That's an L for me.
Hey, listen.
That's enough for me,
that lives
Kim.
on forever. That's the problem with that shit. If you say some shit like that, that lives on forever. Like
Yeah.
if you really, really pop, I got a drop of you saying lick my fucking hairy chest. Fuck that.
I'm sorry.
And you said my name in it because I paid $1,500 for that. Fuck it.
Yeah, Cam, you
My
lost.
chest hairy. I ain't licking nobody hairy chest. Come on, bro.
I got
Meet the
3 chest
fuck
hairs,
out.
bro.
Shit,
I'm proud
like-
of shit of these motherfuckers.
You got like.
I got 3 chest hairs, bro. That's all I got. I'll be waiting for the 4th, 5th one. That shit be starting to curl, bro. Catch me in the hallway like this, bro. Just stroking my shit. Pause.
Stroking my shit. My 3 hairs.
Nice use of the pause right there.
You know we do it. You know what I'm saying?
Proper etiquette.
Proper etiquette.
We're talking about proper etiquette
What's
around
proper?
here.
What's proper pause etiquette first and foremost? Because I know sometimes me and Cam go back and forth saying pause, pause this, pause this, pause that, and there's a lot of people around that are like, nah, I don't know if that was possible. What has to make it proper pause etiquette?
I think you have to specify what you're talking about. If you don't specify what you're talking about, then it's like, yeah, you low key gotta pause that, you know, until you break.
If
it
you
down.
leave it up to what is it called to
speculation.
speculation, if you leave it up to speculation, you have to pause it.
It depends on who's speculating.
If it could be a sexual gesture, that's when.
So it has to be a sexual
It has
gesture.
to be sexual and
But
misunderstood.
everything could be sexual.
What about a
Now,
double
look at- we live in-
entendre? Do double entendres count? Because I think I pause a lot of people for double entendres.
What's a double entendre again?
A double entendre means like you say one thing, but you could take it as something else, and it can be
that's-
represented as something else. Yeah.
And that's why you have to specify.
Yeah. Well,
Pause.
that and anything that could be like he said, how long? You know,
So he's asking another man how long.
Yeah,
I
like-
believe that's plausible.
yeah.
Because I didn't specify what I was talking about
yeah.
the length of.
Yeah.
It could have been time. It could have been something else.
Yeah.
Could have been space.
big
Could have
pause.
been
Right.
Could have been Wallace.
Right.
Wallace.
Could have been your penis.
So that's why you would pause it, because it could always lead back to that. And I shouldn't want to know
How long
nothing about
I
that.
shouldn't want to know.
It's
That's what it
choking.
come down to. It's like I shouldn't be asking that question.
Speaking of shit you don't want to know, are you a crab doodle eater?
Crab Dookie Eater gang.
So explain what a crab dookie eater
She's
is.
now the president. First off.
Go ahead, Chalk. What's a crab dookie eater?
A crab dookie eater, like, okay, so I'm from the East Coast, right? So we eat blue crab. So if anyone knows, that's like the little small body crabs, like, but it's not like the Dungeness or the Alaskan. It's the small little ones. So you have them in a little, what is that called, tongue or whatever. You put them in a
Yeah.
little pot. And they be screaming for their life and all that crazy shit.
Hey, do they really
Cook 'em alive.
scream?
You
Is that
cook
really
'em
a
alive.
sound?
They be fighting for their life. They don't talk. They don't
Oh,
talk at all. They don't-
Imagine.
Imagine if there was a scream. Would you ever cook crab if they had a scream?
No. See, I don't do that part. I just eat them.
She paused it.
That's a good pause.
I eat them.
Pause.
From the back. Let's talk about that.
All right,
Pause.
it's from the back, from the side, from the front, whatever. So look.
Oh, you do it all kind of ways.
You know what's a boy
Okay,
and a
Lil'
girl
Kim.
crab? You know what? Do you know how to identify a female and a male crab?
Oh, you fucking it up, man.
No. Okay, break it down.
Okay,
So you've been out here sucking different
No.
crabs?
I feel like it would be nice for her to explain it to the people who don't
Yeah,
know.
because I'm clueless.
Okay.
But you said you're a
so
crab sucker.
the male crab.
Crab dookie eating
you know how
gang,
when
that's what I said.
Yeah, crab dookie gang. So when you pull the little whatever that flap is one that's like just like straight. That's the male, and then
Okay.
you got the other one that's like a round, and then you know that's the female.
Okay.
Or whatever. So normally the female, it's probably her blood or whatever. I don't know, but she normally has orange like little.
Nasty.
So you got to eat one differently from the other.
So it has to be a female.
No, the female. No, we eat the.
Everybody but.
We eat all of it. We eat all
All
the
that
dookie.
shit. We eat all that shit.
We eat all the dookie. So but the females have the orange clunks, and the orange clunks are really good.
Is
What
that?
is
Give you
it?
a little
Probably
more
her
flavor.
period. I don't know.
Oh shit! That's some shit.
That shit don't make it sound appetizing at all.
It don't stop.
But you eat it, Kim.
But you can't. I ain't had blue crab like that. I told her.
No.
She talking about blue crab.
Don't change it up now.
No, but when I said this, now listen. Now what I said is I eat crab, right?
We don't talk about
So
crab no
we
more.
got snow crab, we got king crab, but you still get crab dookie in the crab.
No, I never had the snow.
So you
I'm
eating
talking
all
about the
crab
little
dookie?
blue ones.
Yeah, bro.
She
'cause
specifically on
we
the
cook
blue
that
one.
shit in
The blue-
gumbo. Motherfuckers ain't cleaning their crab when they put that shit in the gumbo pot.
I'm talking about the little ones. So when you
That's why
Be real.
That's why I
Look.
use crab legs.
But even in the crab legs, that white part, that all the legs is connected to, what do you think is in there with that crab meat?
less shit
You not
than what
eating
you
that?
do.
If you
You
not eating that, then
literally
you wasting half your crab because
You're
most of the
doing
meat is in there.
Do you eat shrimp with the veins in them?
No, I if
But
even if
you-
I have to devein them myself, I do that.
You cut the line at shrimp. That's where you draw the line. Shrimp with the veins in
Well,
them.
shrimp is
You eat-
supposed to be like, the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the ocean.
So you don't eat shrimp at all?
I eat shrimp, but I'm saying you have to clean your shrimp thoroughly. You have to really
Do you eat
take care of your
chitlins?
shrimp. I don't eat chitlins.
Good, because I was gonna judge you. Do
I
you?
don't fuck with
Are
that.
you a chitlin on the
I don't
hot
eat
day-
pork
on
at
the-
all.
That shit is nasty.
So you said something
I don't
about
even eat
East
some of
Coast
that.
people and pork.
Yeah, we don't eat pork over there. Like, people eat pork. Don't
I
get
eat
fucked up.
Yeah.
bacon. Like, but that's a pork
like
chop.
it's such a it's a Muslim culture, you know. So I guess we just adopt. You don't even have to be Muslim.
It's
just
common.
kinda like
It's
the
common
cool
to come
thing.
across somebody and be
Yeah.
like, I don't eat pork.
Yeah.
It's just very common.
Yeah, like when I came to California and like you have like thug guys and stuff, you be like, I'm about to watch these
I'm about to
sausages.
fuck
and-
this- yeah.
You be like, pause.
Pause. Oh shit!
That's exactly why. I
Hey,
kept
give me.
saying
Hey,
it.
you said something about a California accent. Now say what you about to say in a California accent.
Oh no, you can just hear it. Like where's that guy at? Like
T-Bizzle in the fucking building. He got a classic California accent.
Yeah, it's a classic. Like you just hear it from the words that they use. Like you don't have it. You don't have it.
Nah.
You don't have it. You guys
People
don't
ask me
have
where I'm
what?
from
The
sometimes
accent.
because they say that
The
I
Cali accent.
have like a southern accent. And I'm like, nah, I've been here my whole life and I grew up here my whole life.
Like you
I ain't
don't
never been to the
see.
South.
It's like that.
Man.
It's like the I and what's up, fool? And I don't know. Like it's that like that.
You met a Mexican.
What's up?
Met a Mexican.
What was your biggest?
fool.
What was your
Later,
biggest show
later.
shock moment when you came to Cali? Like where you were like, this is really how it fucking is. Like what the fuck? Good or bad?
Downtown LA.
Downtown LA, where you were like, oh, I'm really.
I was like, what the fuck?
That would be a reality check right
Yeah.
there.
You clutched your purse, huh?
Because you got well,
She said, I thought Philly dudes was grimy.
you got USC, all them areas, right? But then as soon as you go 2 blocks.
That's the cool part. Did you realize that you could be in a nice ass area, go 2
But that's
blocks,
New
and now
York.
you in the hood? That's like New York too.
That's New York. So
How many cities have you
that's
touched down
common.
in?
That's common, huh?
How many cities have you touched down in? Maybe lived in or spent a lot of time in?
Here?
Other than here.
Other than here, like what other cities?
No, she's gone a lot of places.
No, not live. I just lived in Philadelphia, and then I moved out of Philadelphia for 2 years in Lancaster. So it's kind of like moving to the IE to here, like you know what I'm saying.
Well,
And
yeah,
then,
Lancaster's.
but I'm from Philly. We got a Lancaster too, but it's
Yeah.
like the I. It's,
What's the
it's
Philly
same-
Lancaster?
It's Lancaster. It's like what is it like?
No, like the city. What's the city name?
That's the city name.
Oh, it's called Lancaster.
That's
So
what
the
I'm
two
saying.
Lancasters the same. Oh shit.
Yeah.
She said I landed in Lancaster from Lancaster, so it's kind of like Lancaster. God.
Yeah, yeah, like really, like how y'all have y'all Lancaster
Yeah.
here. It's the same difference from Philly. Like it's the same.
Okay, so-
it would be the same difference.
So you'll catch a lot of people from LA speaking on people from Lancaster in a negative way.
Yeah,
because
same
a lot of
difference.
people
So
is it the
Lancaster,
same thing?
Philly and Lancaster, like you're not from Philly. You can't be from Lancaster. How about you?
But are people
Nizzo.
repping Lancaster super hard out there?
Fuck no. Like Philly is the. Not the Lancaster. Shout out to Lancaster.
It's not.
But
It's a fine line.
Philly is it's like LA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you think outside of when you're not from here,
Mm-hmm.
everything's LA. Everything. Long Beach, Downey, everything is LA.
Everything is LA,
You
yeah.
feel me? So Philly is the number one, you know, and anything outside of that is like
It's too small to even
it's not
recognize.
like you ain't Philly. Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
that's very
everybody
heavy out
wanna
here,
be
yep.
with Philly and like everybody wanna claim LA. You be like, bro, you from Hawthorne.
Hondo.
Well, the crazy part is like out here, if you get somebody like say, I noticed it. I say about my own.
Well,
fucking
Hawthorne
city.
is still LA County.
No,
so
no, no,
that's
no,
the thing.
hold on,
It's like
hold on.
county.
No, hold on.
But-
I'll say I speak up for my own fucking city. Like I know people from fucking Bellflower that'll go and move out of state, and all of a sudden you from LA, you from Compton. Like that don't make no fucking sense to me, bitch. Like I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school with you. Like this don't make no fucking sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, you spent your whole life over here.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's identifiable.
And then I gotta hear the whole my granny live in Compton.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking thing out
That's
here.
definitely serious.
You gotta move out of state to like rep a big city.
Like you don't know, you don't know. So when I first got here, like I didn't know that it was 88 cities in LA County. You know, I don't know this until I'm doing my research.
Yeah,
right.
You know, and then I didn't know that it's like LA and LA don't play. Like if you from Hawthorne, you're from Hawthorne. You're not from LA. Stop saying that.
Yeah.
But I got guys that
You get
when
socked
you're not,
out for some shit like that.
yeah, like I got guys that think I don't know, and they be like, yeah, I'm from LA but I live in Hawthorne.
There's a lot of
from
comparative things that maybe you can
Be like, well, what school did you go to? Like, you gotta ask some type of question. If you went to a school in Hawthorne, no, nigga, you from Hawthorne.
You know what they say? Oh yeah, my cousin rep this gang, my uncle rep this gang, and I was between
I
both.
lived in LA and went to a school in another city.
Okay.
I lived in the hood and went to school in Downey.
That's cool.
I know a lot of people did that.
That could happen.
A lot of people went to Bellflower High School and did that shit. It was almost like, dog, what are you doing here?
But you gotta look at the majority of the time, you know? How much time? Yeah, you can go to school over there, but you was in LA, so yeah, you from LA. We can respect that. I wouldn't say you from Downey just because you went to school.
I'm talking about people that I fucking saw.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even take that into consideration.
But LA people don't play about that. Like,
but
they like you not from LA.
How
like,
Punch said, elementary school, middle school, high school, like all your youth years, you've been here until you was an adult.
We done played youth basketball together.
Right, that.
You at Bellflower events. Like, don't give me that shit.
That's what I mean.
Is my son from Philly? Like he left Philly 5 years ago, so he left at 11.
He from Philly.
He from Philly.
Hell yeah. I feel like if you have something embedded in you, pause. Like I think that definitely that moves on with you. You know what I mean? I believe he's from Philly, especially at 11 years old, because you're still being not inspired, but what is it called? Molded. You know what I mean? At that age. Yeah. So there's Philly still associated with him. He still has Philly ways, I'm sure of it. You know what I mean? I'm sure when he goes to school, there's people out here that go like, where the fuck you from?
Yeah.
You know, off of small shit.
Right.
And probably still, have
even if it's sneaky small shit
and all of that, like he's from Philly.
Like people from Baltimore,
people probably ask him like, oh,
like his style.
We know you're not from out here. You don't dress like us. You don't, and those are gonna be the differences that.
But that be
the
thing, like, cause you know how you was a child, but then you moved as a child. Like, do you still claim those Philly roots? Because like, what's really gonna matter?
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie The Wood? From North Carolina, like you should watch that movie. Like
it's about Inglewood.
Okay,
you should watch that movie. It's about a dude that moved out here when he was a teenager, but he moved from North Carolina and he moved into the hood. So for him, it was like he was trying to figure out. Everybody knew he wasn't from out here, and it was just he was still trying to figure out his way around LA. But that movie fucking funny.
He had some friends that showed him around, and they showed him, well, this is the gangs right here. Well, this is how you can do this, and it shows the growth between people.
You know what? I can't.
Is LA your long term? Like, do you see LA as being your long term like place to live, or just for right now?
For right now, and then like my next stop is Africa. To be honest, I want to explore Africa. I want to explore the UK. So I'll be out of the country like 5 years. Still working. Yeah. I want to like here is where I'm going to hit my millions. And like my financial freedom is coming from California, and then I get to take my wealth
for the bag.
You know what I'm saying? Then I get to go other places.
That's dope.
Where you going first?
Africa.
Like where?
I don't know. I haven't been. So once I go, then
you gonna visit first before you like really legitimately like move?
Yeah, it's like the same thing what I did here. I had to visit first. I gotta feel like the land. I need.
When you came out here to visit to kind of test the waters, where did you visit?
I went to Inglewood first. I had a hotel up in Inglewood because I didn't know nothing about nothing.
Right,
well, that's close to the airport.
Yeah, close to the airport. So like that was just that, and I came out here for All-Star Weekend. My cousin knew all the promoters. I got in all the clubs for free, and they was literally charging $100 to get in. The this right here, this section and that little speaker.
Like that was
These two chairs and that speaker was $5,000 for a VIP section.
But All-Star Weekend, I used to be a promoter, right? So I spent my college years, so from 18 to like 21, 22 of promoting college events, Hollywood clubs, all of that. So on New Year's, All-Star Weekend, any event like that, that's when you cashing out.
I know.
You're going to charge $100 at the door and get away with it.
When I seen that, I was like, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm like, I do this already. I just don't do it on this scale, you know? And I was like, this is where I need to be at. Like, the universe got a funny way of baiting you in.
That's why there's always a cash grab for people to want the Olympics, to want, and like you said, like NBA, like the All-Star Weekend, or like even the Super Bowl.
That's coming
cities put their whole bids in to get that, because there's a lot of money that comes in with that, with promotion, with think about all the little side events that aren't even associated with the actual legitimate like Super Bowl.
Just think about trying to get in there. Like, you know how much those tickets cost? They're like $5,000 for the cheapest ticket.
Hey, listen, you get you a second string player to host the event. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of on a little bit.
And you know,
somebody to put on a flyer.
Exactly.
Speaking of like Super Bowl, I just want to say that all of y'all entertainers need photos done, and I'm a photographer, so for 4 photo shoots for $1,000, we can update your shit.
Period.
We can get to the bag, and if you use code Innovative72, I might give you a discount, on that booking fee. But you got to put it in on the booking form. I'm just saying that, you know, as a creative, you want to update your resume. You can't be in the strip club with no pictures for the flyer.
Hey, I'm not going front. I've been in that situation before where you sit there and they go, all right, send me a picture, and you're like, damn it.
You need some headshots.
Yeah.
You need some you know what?
Headshots.
Innovative Culture Week, Cam and I, we're actually doing a special right now.
Okay.
I sent out the email this morning, so if you subscribe to it, you'll know. Okay. But if not, it's milkandmediamarketing.com. Y'all told me to get better, so I'm about to keep doing this shit.
Bring yourself.
The drive.
That part.
Anyway, how did you get out here? Did you fly?
I flew. I damn sure wasn't driving.
You weren't driving? There's some people that make that cross-country trip.
Well, I think it would be good to sightsee.
Nah, I'm good.
It would be a good experience.
Cam want an RV and he want to move around.
Well, I came with me and my kids.
I want to take at least one trip like that, at least one time in my life.
Cross the
with me and my husband, or, you know, like something that makes sense. You know, but not me and my kids. And hell no, what the fuck?
But you wouldn't want to show them.
And they get on your nerves and shit. You like,
I'm going to do all the driving. Are you out your damn mind?
Nah,
for three fucking days.
You said your husband gonna do that with you.
Well, yeah, that's cool. But not me.
All
and just
y'all
my
gonna
kids.
do that together.
No. Yeah, that's fine.
Shit, one of these 11-year-olds driving.
They gonna learn today.
They gonna learn today. You got me fucked up.
It ain't nothing but open road right here.
Exactly.
Real.
Matter of fact, let me teach you cruise control.
Okay.
Space and opportunity.
But actually take a trip like across the country.
Well, I drove to Texas. Like I did for South by Southwest, I had got a 15-passenger van, and it was a 24-hour drive. I had hired like 2 guys to drive down or whatever. I charged,
you sold
like,
the seats?
Hell,
come on.
I charged like $200 for the seats or whatever. And and we drove to Texas for South by Southwest.
That's smart as fuck.
It is. It's nice.
How was South by Southwest?
I loved it. It was the best time ever. That was like the most fun I ever had out of town.
What year was it, first of all?
I have to look on my Instagram, but it probably was like 17.
Nah,
probably 16.
What was the best part about it? Because I know that a lot of artists get discovered at South by Southwest, but then there's a lot of established artists, which is kind of the way that it's been going lately. Because before it used to be a lot of up and coming artists, but now the big names come out and perform.
It just was so fun. I swear to God, I didn't even do none of the South by
South by Southwest. You talking about that side shit that I was talking about, huh?
I didn't do none of that stuff. Like, I actually was hosting an event or whatever, so I came down there for that.
Oh, you came to work.
Yeah,
that's different.
You know,
to go out of state and work is a whole different thing. Because to be pulled to go out of state and be like, I gotta fly. I gotta drive.
You know what I'm saying? So I made money with driving down, and then I made money off of getting people on the show as well. But the fun part was just the energy. Like it was just everything was funny. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just we just was laughing at everything. I remember being on the. You know how they have those bikes and the people ride you sit in the back part of it. Like I remember we were racing, like me and my homeboys, like with the people, and they damn near almost crashed. And it was just everything was funny. Like I don't know.
Listen, I've had experiences like that where so many things could have went wrong and so many things did go wrong, but the moment and the experience was so fucking good that like all that shit didn't even matter. Like we went jet skiing. We went jet skiing. We went jet skiing. The homie got his mouth busted, paws, like all that shit. Like we almost got arrested. Motherfuckers weren't trying to get shit like keys back. Like it was a whole issue. And at the end of the day, we was sitting at dinner. Even the dinner wasn't even that good. We was sitting at dinner and we was like, it's a fucking good day.
It's just the vibe, you know.
People.
We I never seen. Texas have the best stores. Like I don't know. Like here, you don't really see stores like that.
Shit.
Like probably like back in the day. Like I ain't seen stores since I was like a teen.
That's how I feel.
But when I went to Texas, it's flooded. I mean, millions of them. And like we
you
saw
didn't know
like
the shit existed.
You gotta
exactly.
Joshua Tree.
We seen a blinking one, and we was like, "Oh my God, that's the alien! The CIA is here!" Like it was just a vibe.
Y'all ignorant asses.
We like stars don't blink. Like we was tripping. Like I don't know if it was the weed or what, but we had fun.
You gotta go to Joshua Tree while you out here, so you can have that same type of experience.
Go to the desert.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
The desert.
We can book a location.
Let's go.
Do a photo shoot.
Look. But you ain't gonna take my roll off.
I'm certainly not, because we gonna pose it and you're gonna go like this a little more. Just a little flex. Yeah, point the toe. See?
Point the toe.
Point the toe.
They got YouTube videos teach you how to do that.
Hey, you don't got YouTube videos. You got me.
That part.
Consistently. Continue to shoot with me on a regular basis and we can get it right.
Okay.
So being from Philly, what's give me like a hood tour of Philly? Because people go to Philly and they get a tour of like all the sightseeing shit. I want to know what it's like to be a person from Philly. Like, give me the rundown.
You gotta go to Max's. Max's is the cheesesteak spot. Like people go to Geno's. Like, say for instance, when Game was beefing with Meek and he was like, yeah, I'm in your hood. Like, nigga, you at Geno's, cool out. Like, no disrespect to you, because I'm in Cali. Yeah. But it's like, no, it's like Geno's is the tourist attraction cheesesteak spot, and you got Max's that's in the hood, but it's still like the tourist attraction spot, but it's in the hood.
Is that how Johnny Pastrami used to be?
Yeah, I still go to Johnny Pastrami to this day, but you gotta go.
No,
to the
but
one
they
in
got
Culver City.
but they got the one in like Culver City now. But they used to have the one like
the one on Adams.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, see, it's like,
you gotta run out to the window and get your shit.
Yeah, it's like one of those bar spots. It's like right there. You could catch a fight out front. You know, the guys are selling the oils and the turtles
like
and the
Tams
jars.
on Manchester.
Yeah,
it's like.
Damn, I ain't never heard of a Tams being that bad.
Hey, the Tams on Manchester. Let me tell you about the Tams on Manchester. It's on Manchester and Fig, right?
Yeah, Manchester.
But let me tell you about it. That place is so nasty that the hoes don't even eat there.
I wouldn't want to eat there. Like, I'm not even stopping there for that. Like, I'm driving by trying to find something else if I'm in the area.
They got
I'm not
chili
even
cheese
thinking.
fries. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Them chili cheese fries is fire.
You can eat that fucking horse meat you want.
You know what?
Whatever.
All right, so you said Max's.
Max's, you have to hit Max's. You want a cheesesteak? Cheesesteak. Max's is in the hood. Okay. It's still a tourist attraction. You got I'm
paying Kevin somebody to go get it.
Paint it. No, you got to go for the experience yourself. You got to go get in the line.
I'm going with somebody from there.
You'll be fine. You know, you just blend in. You know, don't talk to nobody.
I'm fucking Mexican. I ain't blending in.
They ain't gonna know. You cool. You cool.
Your lineup good. You like Puerto Rican.
You cool. Like we see. They ain't gonna know you Mexican. They gonna think you Rican. Like like you know what I'm saying.
Now they think I'm stabbing somebody.
Your lineup good.
Yeah. So you got to go to Max's. I'm just trying to think of because people want the hood. You was at the hood experience.
I want the hood experience.
You want the hood experience.
Where we getting chicken wings at?
Chicken wings. I mean, we got Chinese stores everywhere, so you could just stop at any Chinese store.
But is it like the ones out here? Have you had the ones out here?
I don't eat meat. I haven't ate meat since I've been here, so I have not had y'all chicken, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. What's your favorite spots out here?
Oh, my little bougie ass.
Wait for this one.
You know, no
Miss Noble. I was just about to say.
I like Pure. I love I'm always there. Where did I go at? I got a lot of cool spots that I do like to frequent. And Long Beach too. But I'm always downtown LA. Like my favorite spots is anything that's down. I'm a rooftop girl. So if I could get a nice rooftop view.
So you're paying for the experience. You're all in for the experience, if anything.
Yeah. Because I haven't had the food.
Have you been to the Light Room on top of the Dream Hotel?
No, but I have been to the Intercontinental.
Okay,
on the, Spirit. What is it? 73rd floor.
So go to Hollywood. Go to the Highlight Room. On top of the Dream Hotel, it's the best view ever. You can see like all of Hollywood, the Hollywood sign. Right. It's where Tower is.
Okay. I'm there.
So stick your finger out and go,
Get a little fancy.
go for brunch.
That's fancy.
If I can.
Yeah, I'm a
We
rooftop
can go
girl,
together.
though. All right, we there.
So what if you go for the experience, right? And the food ain't
But the
on
food
point?
is never really.
It's tiny plates.
I can't.
No, but they can still make the food taste good. You
This
can
is
get
true.
tiny plates and the food can taste great.
Yeah, you can. But
I say this because I was the chef for 10 years.
I haven't had good food here. To be honest, the best food that I've had here was, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. The best food I had was at a vegan spot, and I just went. It's called Crossroads, and that was delicious.
Where's that at?
Is it like Hollywood or Beverly Hills? It's one of like.
Out here for some,
Somewhere
I
in that
don't know if it's
area.
anywhere else, but out here it seems like food trucks been popping for the last maybe like 5 to 6 or 7 years or something like that. Like, is that in other cities
I'll
too?
probably give it 10. I'll probably give it 10 years.
I'll give it 10 years, yeah.
I give it about 10, like in LA, to where
Because in
a lot
LA
of
it
people
was very
popping
big at first, just tacos, period. You know what I mean?
I'm over.
And then, don't tell me you over tacos.
You over tacos?
That's how you know you're not from here.
But then people started putting a twist on it. You started getting different types.
Koji tacos, you started getting that shit.
But not just the tacos.
I hate
no more.
it.
You
Like,
started getting people
that
like
taco
Blue
you gave me.
Kitchen.
I mean,
you started
nacho
getting
tacos,
all
they
these
have
different
enchilada
people that was
tacos.
coming up.
Yeah.
That was putting.
I like other people's interpretation of tacos because I've gone out and I've tried different shit. Like, I love Bill's Taco House. I fuck
I
Bill's
hate
Taco
it.
Bro, I
House.
just had some the other day.
Hater.
Fuck
I went
me.
there on MLK Day because
Why?
because
He has a mural up there.
How
That's
much
why.
did you spend? Because I want you to cash at me that amount of money.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, because it was trash. And you
I'm not
invested
about to
in the wrong
cash app
thing.
you the money, but I tell you how much I spent because I didn't just buy food for myself.
You invested in the wrong thing.
I invested in about like 4 different people.
Oh shit! So you catered an event.
I catered an event
That shit
and
nasty.
I took that shit back.
I
That
ate it
shit
one
fire.
time 10 years ago.
And I had
never
that shit for 2 days straight
No.
because I got enough.
Was it cold and you warmed it up?
I hate them.
Explain Bill's Taco House.
Explain it?
Yeah, because I'm sure Chalk hasn't had it before.
Okay, so where's
Only
they at
shrimp
on
and
Manchester and what's that, Western?
That's
Wait,
another
only
one on
shrimp and
King.
fish. Okay.
Yeah, are they still open?
I don't know, but that's where I went. It was trash.
That was like-
I'm happy
but-
they moved.
Yeah,
Maybe
but you can't fuck with them. You gotta go to the niggas that's making the food. Every time you gotta think about the people that's
Wasn't
making
that their
your
first
food.
location?
That was their first location. But it ain't like the niggas that I grew up with that was making my food at the other 2 locations that they didn't move from. Because they used to be on Slauson and Crenshaw. But then they had to close down. So then they moved to Compton.
Okay, well, their
whole bunch
Martin Luther King location 10 years ago was trash.
But
and I've never
the
returned.
niggas that's making the shit over there on Manchester and Western, they not the same ones. That's on King. You feel me?
So let's do a taco tour. What'd you say?
I'm saying we need
Down
to go
for a
there.
taco tour.
I need to take y'all there.
You ever did, you like oysters?
And we gonna get the footage. We gonna walk in there with a camera.
You ready?
We gonna get the footage at Bill's Tacos. I think it's time to put everybody up on that shit.
Cam over here. Cam trying to put
Yeah,
You
we
trying to
gonna
do an
promote-
oyster tour?
Oyster tour?
Yeah,
I don't
I
think I'm
like
fucking
I
with
fuck with
those.
oysters.
I love
I know
oysters.
that's what y'all do.
Yeah.
Y'all like sampling oysters.
I fuck oysters.
All the way.
Y'all do the whole platter of like with each one,
Yes.
each different type. You
Yes.
feel me?
I'm doing it.
From,
Yeah.
Sexy.
from
definitely.
here, it was like Santa Barbara to Laguna Beach,
Santa
Crystal
Barbara,
Cove.
Laguna Beach, fucking up oysters.
Everything between there and
All the
everything.
different
Whole-
oysters?
Whole
Hell
tour.
yeah.
Whole tour. Like at least 11 restaurants.
Damn.
Have y'all been to crustaceans?
I've had crustaceans
Yeah,
before.
I've had crustaceans.
What do you think about crustaceans?
I think crustaceans is where you take a ratchet date.
A ratchet date.
Yes.
That's fancy.
What the hell?
When
I think
when
Red
I was-
Lobster is the ratchet
And I only
date.
say this because of this. I only
Okay.
say this because of this. When I was growing up, to ratchet chicks, crustaceans was it. Like that's all I heard them talk about getting taken
Gotcha.
to is crustaceans,
Bruh.
crustaceans. So for me, it's like I kind of associate it with that. To be completely honest with you.
People
I think
was
you
But
like,
it ain't the damn ratchet prices.
It's not.
Nah, that shit.
Nah,
And
but
the
if you
experience- I love
wanna,
the fish in the floor. It's just it's nice.
but it's an experience.
They were
Yeah.
somebody was paying for them to go, which is why you heard the story.
Not even that. It was just like that's all. That's the only restaurant that I heard. Like I didn't hear Lowry's. I didn't hear none of that shit. It was always crustaceans,
Lowry's is fine.
and all these chicks that was talking about crustaceans,
Prime rib, but-
with some hoes.
You gotta like steak to fuck with Laurie's. You feel me? Like,
I like crustaceans. It was cool. A lot of people say it's overrated. I like the experience. It was cool to me. I like it.
good
The food is
experiences
good.
would be like
Yeah, but the food was
Parker's
straight.
Lighthouse
Where's
at
that at?
Long Beach,
Long Beach.
at the shoreline.
Ah,
The little
man,
red-
That's a good experience because you out there, the water's right there. You know, it's
Have you got
I've
one
been
of
to
them
the
boats?
Yard House out there. I've been to.
Parker's Lighthouse though. They
Parker's,
real nice.
You ever been on one of them boat cruises
Yep.
that take you around the water in Long Beach and you kind of
Of course, I go all the time. It's $15
It's only $15.
for the
Is that
Harbor
the one where you
cruise.
bring your own food?
It's $45. I mean, 45 minutes.
The
Harbor
boats,
cruise.
like
Holla at that
Newport.
That sounds like a cool little spot.
It is. I go all the time.
Have you ever gone to like the ones at the Swan? What is that? What park is that in LA where they have the swans?
Like Echo Park?
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm riding a little duck boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I do it in Long Beach at the Pike.
Oh, over there by the by that hotel.
Hilton.
Hotel. Yeah.
Is it Hilton? Or Hyatt?
Pike used to be a whole fucking
paddle boats.
a whole theme park. I seen old pictures of the Pike. That shit used to be a whole ass theme park.
Well, yeah,
They got the jet skis and everything. I love it. It's the Miami to Cali. It's Miami's Cali.
You think so?
No.
Oh shit!
Long Beach?
Oh my lord.
No.
You said, "Oh my lord."
No.
Is the water dirty in Miami?
No. I'm just saying how it looks. It just reminds me of Miami.
How many beaches have you been to out here?
How many who?
Beaches.
Have
you been up through like Newport, Laguna, and all of those?
Yeah,
like actually to the beach?
I had a mansion party in Laguna. I've been in Laguna.
Have you seen like Crystal Cove and those areas? Like it's nice to where it's actually like, live. That anything you step on, it's like living. It's like damn, you feel like can I step right here? Can I move right? And the water's clear. It's beautiful.
No, I haven't been there. Long Beach is filthy. Can I be saying this?
Hell no, that shit filthy as fuck.
You go to the sand. No, you go to the sand. It's trash and all kind of shit in there. You can't walk out there with no shoes on.
That's like people talking about Jersey Shore. Like the water dirty, B. Ain't nobody hopping in that motherfucker.
We go to the sand, but we don't get in the water.
And it's been like all types of debris and filth all on the beach.
Yeah.
I get in the water in Newport.
Newport is clean. Like it's a lot better out there. As soon as you get past Huntington Beach, it's great. I love Huntington Beach for bonfires, but it's anything you go past that, all right, now we can get in the water.
I feel like a welfare child when I go to Newport.
Why do you say that? You gotta have a good explanation for this shit. Come on, put the camera on you.
I'm just saying.
Put the camera on you while you break this down.
Because everything is so fucking like upscale and fancy. Like the houses, like even the broke houses in Newport are better than like the houses in a lot of other places.
Bro, I worked out there.
The house that's sitting next to the mansion that's looking at it like, man, fuck you. Like even that house is better than the house I grew up in. So it's like.
I worked out there for 3 years, right? And I look at these people, like I would drive around on my lunch breaks and shit, and I see these people, I'm like, man, they regular people, just like
that's
me.
Fine.
It's like, yeah, they got a little money because they got some businesses or whatever going, but it's like, damn, this is a nice ass house. You feel me? Like, it's a great fucking clean ass. It's like y'all take care of y'all shit. Yeah. You look over here, don't nobody take care of shit.
I can't. Let me tell you why I can't live there. Because if I lived there and I went like on my evening walks,
in the street.
No. If I went on my evening walks, I'm too nosy. I'm looking in everybody's windows. If your door open, I'm looking through your fucking door. I'm doing all that shit.
But they probably do that with each other. You feel me?
But I'm me doing it.
Right.
I'm me. I'm tatted Mexican ass punch like doing it. Like it's not no fucking. It's not fucking Mark from down the fucking street. Like, but investor. Like, nah, it's me.
It's so many like celebrities and shit like that live out there. Like Kobe lived in Newport Beach for a minute.
Kobe's Kobe though.
But this is what I mean. I'm saying you gotta have a certain.
Kobe walking through the streets.
Listen, Punch. You gotta have a certain type of status. You feel me? You go out there, people know who you are. Now they feel comfortable with you being right there.
I wouldn't be if I was like an investor that nobody knew.
Wouldn't nobody know who I am? Like.
Is that the type of fame that you'd be looking for? Because you're in the wrong business of being on camera. You fucking up.
If you want to live in a nice neighborhood and you're going to be, they're going to have you in their neighborhood watch program like they watching over your shit.
Hey, if I was rich as fuck and I was famous as fuck, I would still do shit like neighborhood watch.
I'll be like, yeah, y'all let me know if somebody looking at my shit. Like, definitely call me.
I'm talking about, I'm walking around patrolling and all that shit. I'm walking around patrolling and all that shit.
You gonna be the one patrolling?
Hell yeah.
Nah, I ain't got time for that shit.
Go shopping at Treasure Island. Okay. Go to Crystal Cove. My experience when I got to go to Crystal Cove, I did a photo shoot in a $33 million mansion.
Here we 33. You heard
it.
33.
And that was an opportunity where I got published. It was really, really dope. And that experience led me to showing my mom, like, we got to go to Newport. Now we go to Newport every Sunday.
Nice.
Like, that's family day.
Gotcha.
We going to the Oak to get charbroiled oysters. Like, let's talk about it.
What? Oysters like charbroiled.
What? I never heard that.
Rockefeller oysters.
Rockefeller oysters. You never had Rockefeller oysters? That shit's fucking fire.
I haven't had. The first time I had oysters was in September, and I had it at the Crab Shack, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rockefeller oysters.
How were they? Did they bring them to you raw, cooked, raw? Yeah.
Yeah. I had it fried at Kingfish.
I could probably do fried
Kingfish,
oysters.
I fuck Kingfish up.
Yeah.
I went there for my birthday.
Butter
They have a
cake.
butter cake that's just amazing.
Butter cake.
I'm not gonna front.
Butter cake.
The cold part is, listen, I was so drunk that night that I didn't realize that that's where I was at to have. I had to call homies to confirm, like, was that there?
Yeah,
Was that
what's
butter
up?
cake?
I felt like I had butter cake
I didn't
last
remember
night.
nothing from that night, like birthday, like
Listen,
dinner wise. I was calling everybody, like, was it butter cake at King Crab, like, or whatever that shit? I was like, where was that
King's
shit?
Fish House.
We were faded by that point, so when he started talking about this cake, it was just like, I had this cake, and I'm like, I don't remember you eating dessert.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that was the
Dreamed
dessert.
about it. Dreamed about
was
it. It
the
never
dessert.
happened. It never happened.
Yeah, that shit was fire. I didn't seen homies on Instagram on their stories eating there, and I comment like, hey, butter cake.
Butter cake.
Butter cake. Butter
See,
cake.
I go to the one on Atlantic.
Okay.
And that's North Long Beach.
Okay.
And yeah, I go to that one. So it's not the sit-in restaurant one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They like fried frog legs, and they accept EBT.
That's always a good place to be.
Here first.
I too accept EBT.
That sounds amazing. What the EBT is?
So if I wanted some fried snapper and some fucking catfish nuggets, I could probably pull up right there.
Yeah, and pay with EBT.
Then put it together.
EBT.
Listen, that's why I say, where's the places that take EBT, right? I need to know because that's the good food spots.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, not that I'm on EBT,
If they don't
guys.
take if they don't take EBT, they ain't fire.
Fuck that.
Right?
I know
I'm just
people
from
should
the
play
hood,
EBT.
and I know where the good food
What's
at.
EBT called in Philly? Is it still called
Same
EBT?
thing.
Still called EBT? Okay.
So y'all don't have like no like eat better tonight.
Nah,
Nah,
Yeah.
that's what we call it out here. Eat better,
Eat better
tonight.
nah, that's the first time I heard that. Eat better tonight. Okay. Shout out to that. Well, they accept eat better tonight, Barber.
That's how you clean it up. They don't have to know what you're talking about.
All right, you eat better tonight.
What's the transaction rate when you go out there? Because out here you can get $200 with the food stamps for like about $100. What's the?
It's just
about the
half.
same
It's probably
thing?
like half. Like people trying to get their money. I mean, half, and then like if you got somebody that's like on drugs or something, or then you probably get a little less.
Get it for the quarter.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's half.
That's cool.
Anybody want to go half on it? I'm just saying.
That's low key what I'm putting out there. Those are the fillers. Those are like the fillers that I'm putting out there. Like if you want to comment underneath or DM me, go ahead and DM me. You know what the prices if they're wrong. You know what I mean? That's what you know.
If you want to just comment an emoji card,
know
so
what?
I know where to DM you at. No, I'm just playing. I don't want you to lose your shit. Slide my DM.
Fuck it, it's at your own discretion. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, well, so you moved out here to Cali. You moved out here to LA specifically. What are
LA
your
County,
LA
Long
County?
Beach.
What are your objectives moving out here? I know the striker to make your money in debt, but how are you gonna make your money out here?
Well, from my interviews, my events, I did 3 mansion parties out here. I got into a little bit of stocks. I grew my account to some big bucks. Like California is just going to make you, first of all, it's so expensive, right? Let's just start there. So if you want to be here, you're going to tap into that money frequency, period. Like, or you're going back home fast. Like, you know
Especially
what I'm saying?
as an out of towner.
Yeah, you're going back home fast. We talk about $2,000 rents. Like from, you go from an $800 rent to a $2,000 rent. You get what I'm saying? So,
Dang, what would you do?
look at his face. Exactly.
What would
Exactly.
you do?
$800 rent to $2,000 rent. So that's a big.
That's how people start selling ass.
That's what I was about to say right now in my head. I was like, that's how you start selling pussy. Well, shit, because you're out here and you stuck out here like somebody would be stuck out here, and it's like, how the fuck am I going to pay this $2,000 rent? And then you sitting here like, I can't get a job. Like, all this shit that I thought was going to work isn't finna fall through. And then you got this man hanging out on Fig, and he's
So
like,
if your girl
he's like, hey, how you doing, miss? You look lost. And it's a wrap. Like, they got your ass.
So
But
if your rent was
the girl that's
$2,000,
out there that gets seen, she's not like.
What website you going on?
She wearing like a bikini.
I'm talking on the website, I'm just
she
saying.
advertising for him to even say that in the first
I've watched
place.
Black Market.
Black Market.
Vice has awesome shows that document these things.
About to take your ass to sanction.
I'm crying laughing.
I'm just saying, like that. I can see how easy it is to kind
No,
of.
you right. You definitely get caught up out here for sure. But you got to come out here with a game plan. You can't be. I just say anybody that want to be here, do your research, save some money up, at least have about 8 months worth. just come out here with like 20 bands and you'll be straight.
20 bands is required.
Yeah, for sure.
There's niggas out here that don't even got 20 bands. Think about you telling a nigga to come here with 20 bands.
Come 20 bands
niggas
ready.
Is not having no 20 bands.
Let me tell you,
that's a whole PPP loan.
Let me tell you from experience. You don't need 20.
Well, I had came with 15,000. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you feel 5 more would have been like it. Like that would have been perfect.
That would. But like I gave myself 6. I had 6 months cushion.
Oh shit. Okay.
You know what I'm saying, to get.
So this is how people properly prepare to do things.
Yeah.
Damn,
not like
that 5 times fast.
Not like me, B.
I mean, but you can wish on a star and go out there and then try to apply for some acting jobs, however you want to do it. But
15 bands will cover your rent for a year.
Yeah.
So your head will be covered,
especially on credit.
And you can eat noodles from there.
I know niggas that do that shit. Like,
I had 6 months worth. Like, I was cool. I said, because I do Uber and shit like that at the time or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, look, I'm going to get out here. And for 6 months, I'm going to be straight where I don't have to work or do anything. I'm good for 6 months. That 6 months came around. I signed up for Uber. I went back to work. And then I started doing some events and stuff like that. And now I'm about to open up my banquet hall. So, yeah. So, you know,
Fire.
like, but I came out here with some cash.
Tell us about the banquet hall.
Oh, yes. So my banquet hall, what prompted that to make me open up a banquet hall is because back home I do events and stuff like that. I do monthly events. I do ciphers. I do tours, showcases, and things like that. So I'm like, I got it popping. Like, once is a banquet hall in my city that everybody started going to once I started promoting it. And I'm like, well, damn, if I can get that spot popping, I can have my own spot. Yeah. So instead of like going out and paying $2,000, $3,000 for venues, that's what typically I pay, anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 for my venues. I'm like, I need to invest that into my own self instead of stop paying that overhead, have my own space, and I can do it myself. So
doing that, doing the research on doing your own space, what did you discover almost like to where it was like you would see these people own their own space and their own businesses and you go like, damn, you could, like, number one, you was lying like on the price and everything like that. Like you could see where people were getting you. And then like that's one thing that I noticed when, you know, especially about spaces like this. Did you notice anything like that? Or
it's not that they
anything?
it was not that they was, I feel as though they was getting me because it's your business.
Not that they getting you specifically, but where you realize like, damn, you was making money there.
Like, instead of putting that fucking money in other people's pocket, let me put it in mine. Yeah. You feel me? And I understood that it was me that was promoting the event and bringing popularity to the venue. So if I can get someone else's venue popping, why can't I get my own venue popping? You know? Right.
That makes a lot of sense. It's just like what people say when they talk about the balance between working a 9 to 5 and owning their own business. When they go and they think like, why am I putting these 8-9 hours towards somebody else's business to make them money, when if I put that same effort into my own business or my own ventures, that I could probably make more, or not only that, have control over your life. Because I think that's the biggest part for me as far as venturing out and doing shit on my own, is to be able to control my life. I might not have been able, or I'm not in a position right now to where I feel like I still have control of that life, but I'm figuring it out. Right. You know, and that's something that I'm constantly working on. Exactly. Do you feel like you have it figured out already? Like even your scheduling your days, stuff like that, to where you stay busy?
I got it in the headlock. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I got the people as far as like to work with. I got the skills. I just need the location. That's it. I'm ready. Like, and I've been away from radio pretty much since I came here, because I had to, like, on the other interview, I said that I had went through like a whole transformation, weight loss, you know, getting myself together, and I've been away. I stepped away for a second, but now it's like, oh my God, I miss it so much. I can't take it no more. I was like, I miss my baby. I need to get back on radio. I need to talk my talk. I need to bring these guests up. I miss it so bad. Like,
what was the biggest part you missed?
Interacting with my fans, my audience. Is therapeutic, you know, just to be able to talk to different people, get different ideas, concepts, and things like that. Providing resources, you know, I bring up a lot of influential people that give information. So I love it. Like, I just, and then I'm funny, I'm silly, I'm crazy, I'm just like everything wrapped in one. So, and I get to express myself and who I am. And I feel as though I do that best when I'm on radio. Like, I'm kind of like a closed person and I don't really let people in my world. But when I'm on radio, I'm just like, hey, y'all get to see.
You open up, you brighten up.
Yeah, I open up. But like off camera, it's like,
I understand that because I've definitely felt that I've been like that in the past, where like I think I've explained to you before how hard networking is for me because I'm not really outgoing unless I'm really tight with you. Then I can be. Then you can get these jokes. Other than that, like I'm kind of standoffish to be honest with you, because I think maybe that's even me being in my own head, and just something that I just can't, or I'm trying to shake, or something I need to get better at. How long have you been doing? You said like, what is it, 10 years?
I've been doing it since 2012, 10 years. So
10 years.
January 5th made 10 years. My 10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary.
Yes.
How many years in did you start feeling like, okay, this is something that I legitimately can do?
When I first went in.
When you first went in?
When I first came in, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was terrified because I come from like a bad stigma. Your neighborhood bully, a fighter, you know, I got a smart mouth. So people used to say like nasty things like, oh, something's gonna happen to you because of that smart mouth, or you know. So it kind of was like in my subconscious, like, so I would be like, damn, is people gonna like me?
You gotta change. You felt like you gotta change something.
Yeah,
all the things that make you resilient.
Yeah, can I say what I really want to say? Like, how are they going to take what I'm saying? Am I too ignorant? Am I too all these things are just going through your mind. And then when I my first weekend, I promise you, like everybody was tweeting me and DMing me. Oh, we need that. We love that. Like, you need to be on FM radio. Like, I got so much love and so much great feedback that was necessary because in my mind, I was terrified. Like, oh my God, like. You know, and I'm from the street, so if you run up on me, you gonna get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, is people going to try to attack me because of my mouth? Like,
but see, that's the cool part about it, though, because I think you do so well at this because in everybody there's a fight or flight, right? So for you to be a fighter and not somebody that's gonna dip, it almost makes you stand up to something that's gonna make you more nervous, you know. Right. So it kind of brings out more of you, and you're able to be more expressive from just that. Exactly. You know, because I've been in positions to where it's like, fuck, like I could either shut down right now or I could just act out. Yeah. And if I act out, then there's a chance that somebody like is gonna take it the wrong way. They're not gonna understand me. They're not gonna understand where I come from. They're not gonna understand like how I grew up. None of that. Right. But at the end of the day, if I'm not doing that, I'm not being genuine. You know?
Right. You just gotta be who you are, and that's what I learned. Because with us, we have so many different personalities, and depending on what room you in is what you're going to get. Yeah. So when people just realize and understand that, and just be true to who they are in whatever environment, you gotta have an on and off switch. Everything isn't for everybody. So as I'm sitting here talking to y'all, it's not going to be the same conversation if I'm sitting here talking to my elders. Yeah. If I'm talking to adolescents or things like that. So you just gotta be able to have the on and off. You can't be cursing up a storm, shaking ass, twerking, acting a buffoon.
We gotta have composure.
Yeah, you gotta know how to conduct yourself in different environments. Yeah. And until you learn that, then people are going to look at you like, oh, we don't want her around, or we don't want him around, But you have to understand that it's okay. It is okay to be who you are. Yeah. If you're silly, if you're funny, if you are sensitive, just be you. You know what I'm saying? You can and understand who you can be you around, That's it.
That's what it comes down to. Everybody should be themselves, but like you gotta be who you are, like around the right people. Yeah. Because then people may not accept you for being who you are, and you can't get mad at that.
Yeah. Now, what'd you say about my friends?
What do you do when your friends aren't like there's certain females you just can't take to like upscale parties? There's some friends that are just good for the backyard boogie. How do you differentiate like those friends?
So I have a group of individuals. See, like I started off before internet radio. I started off in a party promotion. I had a girl group of over 12 girls. Like, that's pretty much how I made my name. We used to go to all the parties and clubs, and we just wild out, have a good time. And promoters were like, I want y'all to come and promote my events. And then I was like, oh, well, yeah. Then I started doing it, and I'm like, wait, all these people's here for me, and
they're on your guest list.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't getting no money. I need to make money. I started doing my own things and stuff like that. So I hung with a lot of different females, right? And like some of them I speak to now, some of them I don't. But I had a lot of experiences with different women. Then I understand that you have to know who is your friends and what are they capable to be around and what role they play in your life. So the women that I hang out with, that I do things with the children, that's not the same women that I go party with. That's not the same women that I go network with. That's not the same women that I go to my spiritual groups with. So it's different groups that fit different categories. So know who fits what category and stop trying to bring each and every person in every part of your world.
You having a house party, you inviting everybody?
A house party, something like that. Yeah.
Your house party.
My house party.
Your housewarming.
Like,
are you bringing all them people together? Are you bringing
groups?
all those groups together? That's what he means.
Because you have to cross-reference sometimes. You got to be like, I know so-and-so.
Because these is all your groups, right? You involved in all these groups.
Yeah. When it comes to like my personal space and then my home where everyone's not coming to my home. You get what I'm saying?
So you have those friends too.
Yeah.
I have house party friends too.
Yeah, it's a separate. You got to just know who's who. Like, I'm not inviting everyone that I hang out with in my home. No.
Yeah, and that's respectable because I've even thought about it in the way like where I think of being a homeowner.
Sacred.
I think of being a homeowner, and I go like, first thing I'm gonna do when I'm a homeowner is build a podcast studio, and then I think I think about everybody that would come through, and then like I've had conversations, and it's like, nah, they kind of personally got to know you to be able to come to that podcast studio. You know what I mean? Yeah,
friends
you can't
only.
Friends only, especially if you want some rich shit.
Yeah.
Like you got a whole podcast room in the back.
People are spiteful. They hate you. They hate you for your resilience. They hate you for how other people treat you, or you know what you work hard for, and they not willing to work hard for. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just be very mindful, you know, and how close you allow people to get to you. So I'm not going to give someone my address and then they calling like DHS. I don't know what y'all call it here when they try to take your kids. They call it like the kids. Yeah, they call it like them to come get your kids and lying. And you know what I'm saying? People are they can be very spiteful. So you just got to keep a balance on like who you allow to know what about you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Definitely.
First and foremost, you're not knocking on my door. You got to call before you come over. You know what I mean? I think that's a big thing now.
Yeah, don't just pull up.
My kids are here.
Do not be pulling up.
My kids are here. You get what I'm saying? Like,
call and make sure I'm here and I'm ready to see you and I can come out and
But we used to do that shit. We used to pull up and see if so and so was home.
It was different when we was kids.
We don't do that.
No, like
kids?
even as adults, like my adults would do that shit.
Well, you can drive by.
When you in the hood,
but I still even think
everybody know that you live there. Like it's different.
If so and so car in the front, if the car in the front, then we knocking.
But
the car not in the front,
I think you still call from the outside.
Nah, that's now. Back in the day, you didn't do that.
No.
If the car was outside us, I'm about to go.
I never did that.
I'm about to go hop.
But I never just pulled up to somebody's house and just knocked on the door. Like I always called.
Yeah.
Really?
No. Only if it's like if we live in the same environment.
I would expect everybody to be the same way, but you can't expect everybody to be like you because people gonna do what they do.
Hello.
But like I can say what I've never done.
Cam just said there's a lot of ain't shit people in this world, and I'm not one of them.
I would sit up and think, why do these people keep pulling up and just being like I'm outside? And I'm like, what you mean I'm outside? Like nigga, I'm in pajamas.
Hey, that's Cam. What
you talking about? Roll here with me real quick.
You said that way too many times.
For me, growing up, our house was like the kid house, so my mom allowed us to have company and
but
we were
mine
the safe
wasn't.
place. Yeah. So that's the difference. Our house was the safe place.
You hear
all the
what
homies
you said?
came and
you
was
said
able to be there.
when you grew up, so that's different because when you grow up in an
like
environment, everybody is used to doing that. But when you get your own spot and you move away from where everybody know, you don't give your address to everybody.
That's
nah.
true.
Like you don't even feel comfortable.
You pull up to
like,
other people's functions and shit like that, but everybody can't just show up to your shit like
you remember
that.
showing up to people's house parties and you didn't know who the fuck they were?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy now that I think about it as an adult. Like shit could have went left at the door, bad.
Yeah. They looking like, why you here? Who are you here for? And then a fight break out and they like, well, this is why we didn't want y'all here in the first place. It'd be shit like that. It's too many people that we don't know. That type of shit.
What were house parties like in Philly growing up?
Like this.
A lot of grind sessions. What was the grind session music back then?
We listened to a lot of Luke. Believe it or not.
Yeah, we listen to a lot of that out here.
Yeah. When I started DJing,
I wanna rock.
When I started DJing, CoolAzzCam was a promoter for parties right in high school.
Shit.
He was part of a party crew, and I went to him. I said, what do I need to get? Because I was DJing on vinyl still, and he was like, go to record store and get all Luke.
Yeah,
he's like Luke,
2 Live
69 Crew. Boys, 2 Live Crew.
All
He's like, get all that shit. And that's what
everything
I did.
from the Freaknik era. Like that was what was gonna hit in the house party.
That's everything I got.
Listen to Kill the Bitch. Miss Anna on set the man. I come up and say, you don't remember Kill the Bitch? It was a Jamaican record, and it was like Kill the Bitch. And she be moaning in the record.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get that.
Yeah, you gotta pull Kill the Bitch up. Like, kill the bitch. Kill the bitch.
We're gonna go out to Kill the Bitch.
That sounds familiar. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, it was like one of those popular reggae. We listened to a lot of Patra. Patra was really like.
I'm scared to type this into my search bar.
No, type it in. You gotta type it. Kill the bitch. Like that's
Kill
like,
the bitch.
Kill the
Kill Dibbage.
And you're like, man, I know on set the money. I confirm it. I don't know. I don't speak
By
English. Yeah, that's
or Lil Vicious.
I think it's Lil Vicious.
Lil Vicious.
So if you out here at a party in LA and the DJ throws that on, that's like you just going crazy.
Oh yeah, because it brings back those childhood memories. You know, like yeah, for sure. I'm like, what? They playing this? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm always interested because I am a DJ. It was like if I got booked for an out of state gig, I would have to do a lot of fucking research because things change. Things change from city to city or from county to county. Out here, I could imagine going out of state.
Oh yeah.
You should go ahead and drop your email.
I got it. I'm just Punch got to turn it up.
Oh, here we go.
Let me see if this is one. Is it?
Which one is it?
I don't think.
No, this is the original.
This is it.
Wait, yeah. Come with it. Kill the bitch.
Now tell me who said them all. I could me body them up. They have a permit. All my license.
You know the words.
Said check it acting up. They don't get a permit. All my license.
I don't know this song. I know Murder She Wrote. Murder She Wrote is definitely a song that we play out here.
Okay. I know Murder She Wrote.
Shit.
You got like a very good wine song.
It is.
I don't mind it. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
You gotta hear the part when she be like, and she start moaning on that motherfucker. It's like towards the end, like she really like
Don't get flagged.
crazy.
Huh?
Don't get flagged.
Oh, we get flagged regardless. What you mean? We say midgets and all that.
Oh fuck! Come on now. You better cut that part out.
You know what? I don't condone that. Those are his words.
That's what we got taken off of Spotify for. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for shooting through, man. If y'all want to get your plug in, whatever you want to put out there, go ahead.
I went first the last time. Go ahead.
All right, 215 Real Exposure, your girl Choc Babe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's my only Instagram handle. You can follow my event space page at Real Exposure _event space. You can check out my website, therealexposureshow.com, and you can check out my event space website, www.realexposureeventspace.com. It's new, guys, so
Bam.
Give me a second to get it. It's new.
And I milk it. You can follow me on Instagram at milkit_media. Subscribe to my website at milkitmediamarketing.com. Make sure you go to YouTube every single Monday. Chop It Up Barbershop Talk with my girl my girl Annie B speak on it. Chop It Up Barbershop Talk. And got the LA Skyline, Be Free Intimate Sessions, and the 360 booth. Everything's available. Everything's for sale. Hey.
Oh, it's on me. I'm
Yes,
CoolAzzCam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Y'all can find me at COOLAZZCAM, and I hope you will have a good time. We got a lot of shit coming out.
That cookie hit,
culture.
Huh? That
we
cookie
in here.
hit.
I'm high as a motherfucker.
That cookie hit.
Shout out to the FMAD podcast. We do this shit. Make sure you tap in with all the episodes we got. We got a lot of new content up there. Make sure you see it all. Shout out to that Rodney. We got that season 1 compilation up there. So, tap in with that. And if we get enough likes and views on that shit, then we're going to drop a season 2.
Yes,
we're going
sir.
to see what it do.
Yes, sir. And I go by the name of DJ Punch. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at I am DJ Punch. Also, make sure you follow the podcast at the FMAD Podcast. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole shabam. Boo, baby. We out this bitch. Peace.
Innovative.